in Wisconsin. We were talking last hour about how close the Senate and the White House races are in his state. John O'Caldwell was talking about his home city of Chicago, Illinois, and why he's
shit.
long today and in early.
What do we need, buddy? What do we need?
Just the intensity of people being curious around the issues and wanting to vote is such a blessing to our country. I mean, this is what it's all about. We are a republic, and this is us walking out our freedom and making our voices heard. And when Donald Trump was asked today in that pop-up gaggle news conference, he said, yeah, I don't need to write a speech for both, you know, winning and losing. He goes, I can do this, you know, contemporaneously. He doesn't need to do that. And then he took a dig. He said only the left needs to have written speeches.
It's funny. I'm so glad you brought that up because I was just thinking in my office about a conversation I had with Ivanka Trump, and this was after 2016. I wrote about this in my first book. I was very curious about Donald Trump and the speech he wrote for 2016, and she said there were two versions of the speech. He knew he...
Joe Rogan Podcast, check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night, all day.
But if you want to sort of see like a vision of the future, it's like the top 20 the top 100 is like totally dominated by China.
Really?
Yeah, there's like China and a little bit of Korea and Taiwan.
So are you in the top 20 in the world? Or
Yeah.
Top 20? Wow, in Diablo.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell everybody your handle? No, don't tell them. Don't tell them. It's not worth it.
Well, they actually listed me with my actual name in the list.
Oh, did they really? Yeah. Oh, interesting.
There's only 2 Americans in the top 20. The rest, almost everyone is from Asia. Otherwise,
We were talking about something that I think is a really good, because people always think that video games are frivolous. But what you were saying, I think that's really important, is it's so difficult that it requires you to only think about that, and it can like relieve stress.
Yeah.
It can take out the
Yeah.
world.
For the normal gamers of the world, I mean, I come on here to relieve stress and yell, and then once I turn this shit off, I'm cool, calm, and collective.
it sort of chills down. I mean, you mentioned, I think, and many people, like, if you play martial arts or you play pool, like something that...
I mean, football used to do that for me. When I go to the gym, it does certain outlets.
Actually...
But people don't use gaming as an outlet. They use it as a fucking crutch to their life.
Jiu-jitsu's like that.
Yeah.
Archery's like that as well.
Yeah.
Like when you're shooting a bow, you have to. There's so many moving things, and you're trying. You have to think only of it, and it cleans the mind.
It cleans the mind. Yeah, exactly.
I was reading a study about surgeons, where they found that surgeons who regularly play video games make less errors.
Well, I mean, video games require manual dexterity, so it makes sense.
Completely makes sense.
Actually, if somebody was like ever good at video games, I'd say like their surgical skills can be very good, because in order to be good at video games, any kind of fast reaction video games.
Look at this: 32% fewer errors, 24% faster, and scored 26% better overall than their non-player colleagues.
Oh, I believe that for sure.
That's incredible.
Well,
like that, you should be required in medical school to play video games. Don't you think?
If somebody's like a top-ranked video game player and they say they're a surgeon, I'd be like +1, +2 type of thing.
Oh, top rank for sure. Well, but this isn't even top rank. This is just people who play.
Well, your manual dexterity has to be extremely high.
Yes.
So you're looking at things on a screen. You're reacting, and sometimes you got like 10 milliseconds to react.
Yes.
And so if somebody's got incredible reaction times and manual dexterity, they're obviously going to be a good surgeon.
Imagine if there was a course that you
makes sense.
Course would promote.
Makes sense.
6% better.
Yeah.
Everyone would have to take that course.
Sure.
Why would you want a surgeon that's less prepared? You would say, "Hey, Bob, did you take this course? Don't you understand this course makes you 26% better?"
Sure.
You would have
Why
to.
do I still have 2?
You'd have to play video games.
Yeah.
If you want to be a surgeon.
Well, I think it certainly would be a very good test to see if somebody can't play video games well. Like that means, because you got to move both hands simultaneously.
Right.
You got to react to something very fast, then on the screen. So, and if your keystrokes or your mouse clicks or whatever are wrong, then you lose the game.
Right.
So, if somebody's like has a good rank in video games, I would say that their manual dexterity must be extremely good.
Well, it's so
Their fine motor
hard.
skills have to be excellent.
If you think about like StarCraft or any game like Quake, any game where a lot of people are playing, to rise to the top, you have to be exceptional. Period. As a human being.
Yeah.
There has to be something exceptional about you.
Yeah. Actually, if I mention Quake, way back in the day, I was one of the world's best Quake players.
I know we talked about this.
Yeah.
I loved Quake.
Yeah. I my final semester taught
Quake. Look at where these spawns me. Well, I mean, what am I? What am I supposed to do there?
Get silly. And then
Oh, god damn it, man.
playing Quake.
Run, run, when all of your friends are gone, you become undone. Run, run, you're learning it's not so fun when you narrow down to one. Run, 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 look at what you've done. Run, 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 keep on till you narrow down to none. Leave it all if it's towards the enemy. Wars to be won, better know your identity. Leave it all in the brawl or you'll never be one. Keep on till you narrow down to none. Leave it all if it's towards the enemy. Wars to be won, better know your identity. Leave it all in the brawl or you'll never be one. Keep on till you narrow down to none. I don't want to be alone. I don't want nothing new. I cannot say with someone else. All I want is you. I got locks inside my head, but you were there to save me up. I get hiding all the time, cause you told me to stay outside. Now you I get outside. This is supposed to end. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna be alone. I don't want nothing new. I cannot say with someone else. All I want is you. I don't wanna be alone. I don't want nothing new. I cannot say with someone else. All I want is you. Can't hold the pain all by myself. I don't wanna let me bleed until I'm running out of seconds, reaching out and coughing. Why do I still tryna let her live? You hurt my heart if I pretend like it was not. If I could hold you one last time, you I get lost. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna be alone. I don't want nothing new. I cannot say with someone else. All I want is you. I don't wanna be alone. I don't want nothing new. I cannot say with someone else. All I want is you. I don't want to be alone. I don't want nothing new. I cannot say with someone else. All I want is you.
You're not afraid. Inside I never believe that you're lying. When you wake up feeling sorry-eyed and how the world returns the fever. It's out of our control. In the end we'll never know. You're taking minds unrivaled by the bitterness we speak. For listening, for listening. It's all so
destination. The dream is so close. I'm seeing double vision. Reality sinks in and I'm starting to lose hope. But I want you on and progress and break free from this mess. To find meaning in this love, I wouldn't want any less. Cause I can't live life seeing I never tried. Because that is just so me. We don't need another backup plan. Another dreamer that will dream again. You got one life, you got one shot. So take the chance. Chips on the table, let's go risk it all. I'm not afraid of the rise or fall. You got one life, you got one shot. So take the chance. I got one life, I won't live on my knees. I got one life, I won't live on my knees. I got one life, I won't live on my knees. I got one life, I won't live on my Cause I don't wanna be a backup plan, a boring page in the book of man. I got one life, I got one shot, I'm taking my chance. Chips on the table, let's go risk it all. I'm not afraid of the rise or fall. You got one life, you got one shot, so take the chance. You got one life, you got one shot, so take the chance. You got one life, you got one shot, so take the chance. Oh! It's 6 p.m. Wake up, still hurting my head, steady banging from last night. Can't unsee them, burned a hole through my chest when I saw that she gon' listen, saying yeah right. Oh, I don't know anybody else. I don't know anybody else. I can't breathe when you're around. Shame on me, hold it down. Watch me bleed, I'm so profound. My mind is bound, I'll rent it out. But I can't breathe when you're around. Shame on me, hold it down. Watch me bleed, I'm so profound. My mind is bound, I'll rent it out. But you've been so hard on yourself to let go. You left my heart on the spell, just so you know. Cause now it's harder to tell just what I want is a lot. Shaking down my spine, wasting all your time. It's worth more than mine. I hate that I did it, I'm sorry to admit it. Late nights, missed calls, and intervention had me switched off to ride for the attention. Yeah, I missed out, but what were you expecting from me? From me, from me, from me. Thought I was done for, breathing the air. What's the smoke in my my time. Careful examining, look at his eyes. Staring back at me, distant voice. Yelling back at me with a look back, but that's the old me. I'm only moving forwards. My thoughts manifest into words. Conviction's my only disorder. I'd rather work the corner than get any poorer. Leave me alone. I've never been happier. I am the unknown. This is what I prefer. Telephone, make me invisible. Airplane mode, wanna be alone. No, you can't take away my word. Leave me alone until I split the toast back. Cause you know where my head's at. The solitude, it always welcomes me with open arms that come so willingly. No dusty shelves, I'm always moving things. Thoughts gone, my mind's always racing. Look in the crowd to see who's cheering. You're always there waiting so patiently. Leave me alone. I've never been happier. I am the unknown. This is what I prefer. Telephone, make me invisible. Airplane mode, wanna be alone. No, you can't take away my word. Solitude, so welcoming. Each ordeal, unsettling. Every complex design has authored this new conscience. Still feeling vulnerable. Whiskey on ice, at my empty table. Nothing can steal my significance. Leave me alone. I've never been happier. I am the unknown. I'm broken and abandoned. This isn't what I planned. My plane still hasn't landed. So madness on my own. From all this I have grown. Solitude, so welcoming. Each ordeal, unsettling. Every complex design has authored this new conscience. Still feeling vulnerable. Whiskey on ice, at my empty table. No, you can't take away my word. Drawing with gasoline through all the memories
And then they figure out
Okay. Can I get some
That's the
me
issue.
time now?
they
Yeah.
decided to
Can I get some me time now?
climb afterwards.
Which is so crazy because that's exactly what they're saying Trump is going to do if he gets into office.
They're doing all the things that they accuse Trump of doing.
Yeah. Open. Yeah.
That's the fucking bottom fucking line. That's what I cannot believe.
And it's like, look, I understand like politicians are gonna exaggerate. They're gonna misspeak,
Yeah.
and they'll tell occasional untruths, whatever. That's how it is in politics. But
Well-
when we have deliberate, concerted, repeated pushing of hoaxes,
Yep.
you're like, wait a second, like, come on, man, this is too far.
And you're supposed
Yeah.
to be good guys.
You're supposed to, and you claim to be the good guys. I'm like,
And you claim to be the good guy.
yes, the Dems are like, oh, we're the good guys, we're the honest people.
Yeah.
Hang on, you can't claim to be the good guys. You can't claim to be the honest people if you're deliberately pushing hoaxes that have been debunked thoroughly.
Yeah. Well,
We're
not just
like even Snopes, which is a liberal thing,
Yeah.
says it's bogus.
yeah.
Like the Fine People hoax.
Obama just said that on stage.
Obama just said that. I was like, what the flying fuck?
He doesn't give
Yeah.
a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck. They're
Fuck Obama, man.
Goddamn fucking lie.
just flat out lie.
Flat out fucking
How
lie.
about the other one where Kamala's campaign used what Trump was saying about protecting women and from illegal immigrants?
Thank you.
Like Elon just said,
What he was saying is
they are walking around. I just don't understand how people are not like these people. They're literally walking around blaming Trump
he was literally talking.
for things that they've been doing in office themselves.
Yes, exactly. That,
One example, she says, "We're ready for a new start."
and then I'll push it.
What? You've been in office for 4 years, lady. What are you telling people a new start for? It's gonna be the same shit with you. that we've been dealing with. Like, it common fucking sense. Just listen to idiot talk and then listen to Trump talk. There is absolutely zero correlation. You cannot be any bit of educated and sway to her way. I'm sorry. You are a complete fucking dumbass, or they have something on you if you're fucking voting for them.
About going to war.
Exactly.
Damage on the left. Rear flank!
What the fuck? How do you... How am I missing those shots, man? Like, they're dead on. They're dead on.
There's no excuse.
It was getting 1 million views. What was it? 1.4 an hour at one point in time. 1.5 an hour.
Yeah.
And it wasn't trending.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's like your channel is a known channel. It's not like it was started yesterday. It's like
Yeah.
it's like this is a high trust. Yours is a high trust channel.
Yeah.
Like you're not trying to.
We all know YouTube is owned by Google, and Google is fucking so far left. It's fucking incredible.
It's like 70 million views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why I think if Twitch gets his fucking shit together with streaming bitrate and allowing us for fucking nice smooth streams and not this fucking little 6,000, I'm done with fucking YouTube. What the fuck?
So many conspiracy.
Oh my god, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
They would have done that everywhere, and it probably would have. I think even at what's going
Where
on,
you at, brother?
being more lenient. You know, you hear Zuckerberg talking about taking a more libertarian stance. That's entirely reaction. Twitter has kind of moved the water.
Exactly. So, as soon as any company steps online and is willing to actually have the
Fuck you, bitch. Knife that. Wow.
not censored,
Fucking.
their censorship becomes glaringly obvious.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
And you know the best thing I found for as a rebuttal, like if there's a hoax, is just go to the source material. You know,
Right.
if somebody thinks, you know, Trump said that we should put Liz Cheney in a firing squad, I'm like, let me send you a link to X so you can watch his video.
Yeah.
That's the best way.
Yes.
Don't take my opinion for it. Don't take
Yeah.
anybody's opinion for it. Go
Watch it yourself. Get fucking educated, man. How are you fucking standing there voting for somebody that's fucking, that's supporting, that's bringing over some fucking retard fucking
so you can recreate any.
female, yada, 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 yada. What?
That's how it's
That's what we're voting for? What are you people voting for, man?
Can you remove a note?
It's just incredible to me.
Sometimes, by the way, I'm like, I don't even remove notes.
Just incredible, man.
By the way, everything is totally.
Cardi B, the same fucking person that's complaining about everything that's going on in the country with since Biden and Kamala have been there, and she ends up endorsing her and speaking at her rally. Does that seem fucking odd to you? Seems pretty fucking odd to me.
real time on the community. So you have millions of people that can go over and debate whether or not this is true or not.
And like I said, the best way to understand these things is don't take anyone's opinion, look at the source material. You know, so it's like look at what someone actually said, what someone actually did, the real videos of the situation, and then you'll know what's real.
So, as of today, when you were literally on your way here, you sent me this text saying that they're trying to lock you up in jail in Pennsylvania. Tell me what the fuck is happening.
Well, you know, there's the classic sort of Soros DA situation. So we're making a lot of progress in this. So, you know, I've given a bunch of talks about
Who's that motherfucker that was in that tower? Ah, bitch!
So it's not like
Fuck, man!
we organized this
Still got him.
support of the Constitution, which I think is a good thing, and specifically asking people to, and we wanted this to be like registered voters in swing states. Like basically, we want to send a message to the politicians to say that the people care about the Constitution because there've been all these attacks on the Constitution.
Yeah.
Especially on the Democrat side, they've been repeatedly saying that the First Amendment is an obstacle. And they're claiming, oh, the First Amendment is enabling disinformation, misinformation. And I'm like, yo, there's a reason for the First Amendment.
Yeah.
Freedom of speech. The reason they found the country put, you know, the freedom of speech there is because they came from countries where if you spoke your mind, you would get shot or imprisoned.
Yeah.
Why? The First Amendment exists. And the Second Amendment is there to stop the tyranny of government. The Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, is there to protect freedom of speech.
Common sense. Common motherfucking sense, man.
You know, and
What the?
especially today, they're like, want to take everyone's guns away. And I'm like, yo, can you guarantee me that the government that we have a tyrannical government in the United States, can you make that guarantee? They're like, well, nobody can make that guarantee. We're going to keep our guns. Because that's what's going to stop them.
That sounds crazy for people to hear because you think about gun violence and gun problems and gun this and gun that, but that's the reality of the world that we live in, is that tyranny exists other places, and it's slowly existing. It's slowly rearing its head in the UK. You're seeing, I think the number of people that have been arrested for just social media posts is bananas. It's in the thousands.
Yes, several thousand people have been given prison sentences in the UK with social media posts that there was no explicit link to that. But they just said it would encourage them.
Get out of commission!
As a result of that, they just but they just and then they have a prisoner grounding situation. So they quite literally are releasing convicted pedophiles.
Come on with that. Fuck.
That is like
It's so wild that people can't talk. And what's insane to me is that, yeah, but it's all being encouraged by the left. Ketanji Brown Jackson, John Kerry.
John Kerry was one of the people who said that.
Got him.
Like a few weeks ago, saying that the First Amendment is an obstacle to fighting misinformation.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's such a crazy thing to say when you have a solution in community notes.
Yes,
you have a solution
exactly.
in something like that could clear everything up, any confusion within a day or two.
And even without a community note, you can reply to a post and with evidence that shows that the post is
Amnesia!
Yes.
so right. Here's why you're wrong. Here are the reasons.
But the argument is that people are too unsophisticated, that they're not going to research these things. They're going to be a victim of misinformation. So they're going to read something.
Oh my god, man.
People are going to die. We're going to ruin the world because people believed in misinformation. It's a stupid argument.
It's a stupid argument.
Because it's an argument that they're too dumb to know what's right or wrong. If
Yeah.
if you know, because you're saying it's misinformation, why do you think that you're smarter than everybody who agrees with you?
Exactly. And obviously, anyone on the system, I've noticed that the Twitter posters and then their replies with the
What the fuck?
where the corrections from legacy.
Right.
You know, if So broadcast media, they say false things all the time, but it's a one-way street.
What the hell?
Right. Who's apologized for being incorrect about what? Did Rachel Maddow ever apologize for telling everybody that if you get the COVID vaccine, you're never going to get COVID? It won't. The virus stops with you.
No, never.
Never. It won't ever. It's just. It was not true at the time. There was no evidence to support it at the time. Pure problem.
Whoa.
She said it. The Russiagate hoax. For 3 fucking years, they said that he was Putin's toy,
Yes.
and that Putin had him compromised. Steele dossier.
Steele dossier was completely fabricated by lawyer Putin's,
Oh, yeah, there goes the sound.
who was paid by the and still people think they were.
And there's no repercussions. There's no one had to apologize. Putin never came out and apologized for that.
Yeah.
Still listen. The whole thing's crazy. And it's all coming from the left, which growing up as a person who's in the left my whole life,
Yeah, same. I mean, I even I was on the left until 3 years ago. I mean, you know,
it's not the left anymore.
It's not the left anymore. It just like I think we obviously want. I mean, I believe we want freedom. Like we want to maximize personal liberty, and we want to be kind to people. And, you know, we want to have empathy.
Shit.
Have personal freedom in American society, and the left is wants to oppress or freedom, especially.
What?
And
What?
they want to have a non-merit-based society, you know, with race-based and sex. And it's like, well, wait a second. No, we just want people to succeed based on their skills and their hard work.
And if they don't want people to express themselves about particular issues, then they're not doing the will of the people. And if they're trying to suppress people's ability to communicate, they're only doing that because they want to do things that people don't want them to do. They want to silence opposition. That's all it is. And the fact that people can't see that, they want to call Trump a fascist.
God damn it, you fucking lucky son of a bitch.
I mean, it's like one works after another. Like the critical, the rally in Madison Square Garden. I'm like, look, there was like literally no black audience. I think like a quarter of the speakers were Jewish. Like there was like almost every race, color, creed. Tell me what about that is Nazi?
No,
and yet it was portrayed as a Nazi rally.
Well, MSNBC, they literally showed video of the Nazi rally from the 1930s and then compared it to the Trump rally. Ignoring the fact.
Yeah, we live in a society where we're comparing fucking Nazi rallies to fucking a Trump rally. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people, man? You guys are fucking delusional. It's really fucking sick and demented, man.
Actually, it looks like every president from Canada has done a rally at Madison Square Garden, all they Nazis.
But what they're doing is they're praying.
Bro, what are we doing here?
Social media who don't have.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, people are living. If people are just on looking at legacy mainstream media, then they have a totally different worldview than if they're on X and seeing the actual flow of argument.
Yes.
And the actual evidence.
Well, what was the pushback? Like, what happened when you guys released the Twitter files? Because I think the Twitter files is probably one of the most important things in this age of information for understanding the influence that government has on social media and on discourse. Because when we found out that that was the case, that the government was actually asking Twitter to remove posts that were factual,
all the time.
They did the same thing to Facebook. They had them throttle pieces of one of Tucker Carlson's show. They suppressed the views by 50%.
Yeah.
Of factual information.
Yeah, no, there was massive government interference in Twitter, but like Twitter welcomed it. That's important to all Twitter welcomed it. All Twitter was controlled by far left activists.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
They welcomed the government interference. They got paid by the government for it.
That's crazy. They
Yeah.
paid for their time, correct?
Yeah, they got
Is that
paid
how it
millions of
worked?
dollars for.
Just like every state and the government
It was like flat out illegal. Like they
gets paid,
this
gets a piece of every child support check that's sent out.
but all of the.
I mean, these people in this country are so fucking uninformed about shit. It's really fucking incredible, man.
No, it's super not okay. It's unconstitutional, and no one can
big on
Vehicle
exposure.
destroyed!
But then once they control the government, they don't want to
Right. They want to pretend that the left-wing government's incapable of corruption because we're on the good side.
I think it's maybe just like, really the power of the other side here. As you pointed out,
He's hurt!
God damn it.
and now it's the anti-free speech party, and they use words like oh, well, we have to be against hate speech and misinformation, disinformation. But these are propaganda words. It's like, well, who's defining hate speech? Who's defining misinformation? The government.
Right. Who's defining this shit? That's the fucking that.
The whole point.
Elon's a fucking smart dude for sure, but everybody doesn't realize a lot of that shit he just uses common sense. It's common fucking sense, man.
This argument that hey,
Golly, it's just
doing work on
educating yourself. That this game,
maybe that's where
that these fucking idiots put out dumb fucking maps.
they kick you right off of YouTube.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. It's like, do you think maybe it could have come from a place called the Novel Coronavirus Research Institute?
Yeah, like
of
that
Wuhan?
Jon Stewart bit that he did on Colbert.
Can I see a business card?
Oh my god! Can I get out and do something? Fucking joke, man.
Totally cock blocking the bit to the point where Jon Stewart got off his chair and started walking around to try to.
That was
Oh my god. Or then we spawn way the fuck up here. I gotta run down. Like, this is. Man, this fucking map, bro. Fucking garbage. Look at this. What the fuck?
If you read RFK's book, the real Anthony Fauci, if that's correct, if the facts are in there, that's true, it's all referenced. You can find the sources, and on top of it,
Come on with that fucking smoke.
which doesn't make any sense. If he just made a bunch of lies up,
What?
so the guy's a monster.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think like
What the fuck?
the lies that he told, the way
Where'd it go?
to find gain of function research to Rand Paul.
But I think a lot of people are like, Fauci funded the
Bro, you're pissing me off, man. How, man? Fucking how, dude? How is that not hitting him?
And Obama put the skids on that.
I just don't. I can't. Like this distant shit in these games. Like, fuck you, bro.
And he actually did stop the so-called gain of function. The gain what is the function they're talking about? Death.
What the fuck, man?
Right. So if you actually use the right word, this is gain of function is death maximization. Right. Then you're like, oh, hey guys, we find bioweapon research into death maximization because that's what gain of function is.
Yeah, it means
That's the function.
making a disease so that people can get it. Give it to people.
Yeah.
And oh, by the way,
What's that function again? Oh, the function is death. Oh, okay. So just call it a death maximizing virus.
if you
That's
do
insane.
research on that, and the idea behind this research is so that we can cure these things, how come you don't have a fucking cure?
Stop with cure.
Yeah.
First disease second.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, you guys had no strategy for dealing with it if it got out. And so you have to, like, make up this new
Oh my god.
Operation Warp Speed. Really people with-
God damn. All right, new server, man.
The whole thing's
I
crazy.
don't give a fuck if I'm doing good or not.
Looney Tunes next level.
Well, it's the psyop was fascinating to watch people step in
That's
line.
like one of the biggest ops of all time.
Of all time.
Of all time.
Of all time. And everybody got in line. And when you take it back to when pharmaceutical drug companies were able to advertise on media in the 1990s, that changed everything. We're one of 2 countries in the whole world that allows this.
Yeah.
And because of that, because we don't have socialized medicine, it's a complete profit scam. And they went hard, claiming all sorts of things that were never researched, all sorts of things that are not supported by data, like the fact that it would stop transmission, the fact that it would stop infection, the fact that it was safe for pregnant women, the fact that it was safe for children. children. All of it's bullshit.
Yes.
And they pushed it on the whole world. And if you didn't say that at a
Yes.
cocktail party, you were a pariah.
Yes.
And you were an anti-vaxxer.
It was totally psycho.
It was like being a Holocaust denier. You
Yes.
get kicked out of
Yeah.
polite society.
Exactly.
Fucking bananas.
And I should say, like, I'm actually generally pro-vaccine overall. You know, I think we should look at these things. But I believe in the scientific method.
Yes.
So you never blanket accept anything. You never blanket accept that any given medication or any given treatment is 100% good. You should always view it with some skepticism.
Especially
So-
when you're getting the data from pharmaceutical drug companies that have like a long history of
Maybe
criminal
they've got a vested interest.
conduct.
Yes,
Yeah.
they've got a vested interest in the research. It's sort of like asking tobacco companies about, you know, whether smoking
Right.
is dangerous. You
It's
know,
exactly the same
I'm
thing.
like, oh, according to our scientists, everything's fine.
Yeah, they lied in court forever. The same
Yeah.
thing they did with OxyContin when
Yeah.
they said that it wasn't addictive. Like, they have a long history of being full of shit if it makes them money. And
Yes.
that's what they do. That's their
Yes.
business.
They've literally lost multi-billion-dollar lawsuits
Yeah.
up in this.
Massive. They're in the. You have amazing scientists, right? You have these clinical researchers, these people that develop these incredible drugs, and this is their job. Their job is to figure out some new way to cure something,
Yeah.
some new way to stop things, and then you have the money people.
Sure.
And the problem is when you have this
Yep.
one thing that you would assume they're only doing it to help people, and then you have this other faction that they're all just numbers people,
Yep.
and all they give a fuck about is maximizing profits
Yeah.
and making sure they literally have
Time for action.
an
Yeah.
obligation to their shareholders.
Yeah.
They have to make the most
Yep.
amount of money possible, and so they
Yep.
just want to push it on everybody, like the Vioxx scandal. There's internal emails showing they knew there was going to be cardiovascular events. People were going to get strokes.
Yeah.
And they're like, I think we're still going to do well. And they did. They made like $12 billion. They got fined $7, and 50 to 60,000 people died.
Holy shit.
Yeah. One of them was a friend of mine, got a stroke. No, he didn't die.
Okay.
He lived, but he was a really healthy guy.
But
He
he
was
was
an
like
athlete.
not the same afterwards.
Yeah, he had knee problems, and he took Vioxx, and all of a sudden he was slurring his words, and he couldn't concentrate, and people were like,
Holy
I think
shit.
you're having a fucking stroke, and they took him to the hospital, and then you have this giant class action lawsuit, and then Vioxx gets pulled from the market, and they get sued, and the whole thing's fucking crazy, but there's a long history of this. I think, what is the number? Like 1/3 of the drugs that the FDA approves gets pulled? It's fucking bananas.
That is crazy.
That's crazy. You're shitty at 1/3 of the things that you say are okay, but yet
That's-
you're trying to stop MDMA therapy for veterans?
Yeah, they should let MDMA through. Honestly, I think that would actually help a lot of people.
It would help a lot of people.
It would help a lot of people.
There's a lot of different therapies, specifically psilocybin, ibogaine.
Yeah.
The fact that you have to go to Mexico to get ibogaine therapy for veterans. So many guys I've talked to have gone over there, and it's like
Yeah.
completely giving them a clean slate,
Yeah,
refresh their mind, and totally new perspective on life, alleviated depression, cured addictions.
Yeah.
Illegal.
Yeah.
Illegal. OxyContin, go get it.
Yeah. And I know some people who, like, their life was ruined by OxyContin. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, it really depends on you know, somebody's individual biochemistry. Like, to me, opioids are not addictive to me. Like, I've had them when I've had operations or something, and they barely affect my pain level, and they make me, like, itchy and uncomfortable.
They make me stupid.
Exactly. But I'm like, like I could never get addicted to alcohol or opioids. It's just impossible. Like, because my biochemistry just does not have, like, no, but I love tasty food. I feel like, you know,
Yeah.
you know, if I'm addicted to tasty food, sure. But like, there's like, can be like, I have a whole wall of alcohol that's there for decoration.
Yeah.
I have a dungeon.
I feel the same way. I could easily quit alcohol.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go weeks without having a drink.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me at all. But I know some people, they have one drink and they're off to the races. And that's the
Exactly.
difference in the biochemical
Yes.
differences that we all have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the case with a lot of addictions. I'm not addicted to gambling, but I get it. I see it. I've seen it in people. But I have this aversion to things that I know are going to ruin my life. I see it. That's why I've never tried cocaine. I just saw
Yeah.
too many people.
Yeah.
It looks too fun. I'm like, I don't want to get involved.
Yeah, I mean, I think generally for any given drug, legal or illegal, you could. The question is, can you complete the following sentence? Blank made me a better person. Like, I've never heard anyone
Bro.
made them a better person, or cocaine made them a better person. ever.
Made a lot of soldiers better, I think. That's
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing,
Yeah.
if,
Hey, go ahead, Jesse.
if you need to march for 3 days in a row.
yeah. It
Yeah.
does. It's really
Meth
good
is
for that.
effective at
I
that.
still haven't
you know.
heard from this chief inspector.
People give like France a hard
Okay.
time.
I
about,
want to talk to you on
capitulating in World War II. But
what we
you
gotta
know
do
what's worse than
to
Nazis?
get, like,
Nazis
a
on
generator.
meth.
Powers. I mean, really, what you guys have.
Oler
They'll
wrote
have
that
6
book.
bullets. They're still coming.
That book over there, Blitzed, is
Yeah.
all about the use of
I don't know how
methamphetamines
Yeah.
and the different drugs that they gave their
Yeah.
soldiers. The guys at the front of the line that gave the most meth.
Yes.
Yeah, so I've already been proactive with that. I did ask my crew that I have on that job now to let me know if they
You know, have like the.
they're gathering materials right now, but if they do have a generator and to get me the daily quote on that, you know, to keep that job moving. So I've already been kind of proactively looking into that for you.
Advocates. You hear a lot of people talking about psychedelics.
Yeah.
It's like the only other route that there is doing that. And then once we get basically like the final election,
MDMA
wrapped
made
up,
them a better
then
person.
they can.
Yeah.
Many people. So that's why I'm like,
Yeah, so okay,
Gabe should be like, hey,
well that's good to know, because if they don't, I could always, I was gonna call you at that point to see if you wanted to clear that, but
and
I
go to bad drugs.
I can have them
Drugs that are
rent one on Mardon. You know, it would still be on Mardon. I'd have to send you CO daily for that, but
that might ruin
I could go ahead and have them rent one on our bill
Right.
and just use it if they don't have one. So either way, obviously, you know, we'd have to come to an agreement
what's true
to pay for it. But yeah, that's where
good for you. And the
that's where I was headed with some of the conversation today. I was trying to be
so
proactive
to
for
do
you with that.
research and actually to have unbiased, actual objective observer through looking at all this stuff to give you real data.
Yes.
And the opposite of that, or the counter of that, is like if you don't,
Yeah, and I think once the installation's in,
that's the
I think we're really gonna start moving on that job. So
illegal to sell these drugs in America. The demand
because we wouldn't have to wait for anything after that. But
amount of drugs now
you know, I don't know as far as your electrician now
because they're not pure.
what we can and can't close up yet. You know what I'm saying? Because if that doesn't get approved,
But it's a tricky
We-
situation because what do you do? Like if you just like say, okay, now everyone can
Yeah.
sell all these people that have been selling boner pills. Now you can sell meth. Like holy shit. You know?
You get the
Run.
the double combo where it's a Viagra. It's like Viagra and a meth.
Right. Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, how many people?
right? So that's what it was, right? The wire wasn't there. Yeah.
There's a lot
Yeah,
of
so
people out
everything
there
else is good. It's just
essentially on
that
meth,
wire, so I think
especially people that abuse Adderall.
Yeah.
They're basically amphetamine up all day long.
Yeah. Adderall is low grade amphetamine.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
And I have actually seen
So yeah. So once that's once
people if they take too much Adderall.
yeah. So once the ruffin's good and approved, then we can just keep it moving.
Now, I'm not saying like Adderall is
for
something
the
like where
installation
there
guys
are
on my
pluses and
side,
minuses. It's not a clear cut issue. It does help some people a great deal.
mainly just because they're off
in higher doses,
ecstasy.
man, that
So,
stuff
you know,
I've seen
like,
people
feel
turn
bad
into raging
for
monsters
crap,
on high
Yeah.
doses.
I should be able to get them
They're just angry, like extremely angry.
very business.
They're meth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was where I was headed with it too. That was my plan because I'm getting kind of sick of that job too. So
And so,
I'm gonna stick with that
so
one.
many prescriptions.
And I'm like,
I had like 3
we
pills.
Googled it. Like 1 year, there was like 39 million prescriptions for Adderall in this country.
oh yeah. And like once in a while, there's like an Adderall shortage, and like there's like widespread
Let me figure out
panic.
that generation.
And then what do people do? And then it's the same thing as like when
I'll let
they
you know.
tried to like limit the amount of OxyContin. Well, people go to street heroin. And if you're addicted to Adderall and your
Yeah.
dealer, your guy who sells you weed, it's like, hey man, I can get you like low grade meth, like the stuff. that-
yeah, I mean,
Well,
there's been a couple I've had to fire off of there, and then a couple that are like, we don't want to deal with this anymore. So it's just been back and forth with that job, you know.
like there's I mean,
It's hard to keep people on that job.
online Wikipedia page, but there's like many different versions of meth. Like it's not all the same, and they have different effects. So like
was just waiting
pharmaceutical grade pure meth, you
to respond to see if there was any saving grace.
super productive for a certain period of
Yeah, that's him, buddy. That's all him. So he's gonna have he's gonna have to answer you on that one.
management issues.
I'm just like, man, I'm fucking, I'm okay. I'm like,
Actually,
you're okay.
Yeah, it is what it is.
They show that I tried to
Yeah, I know.
press it down.
Jesus Christ.
That was really it.
Yeah, so they would shoot also just like you know, the platoon that was on too much meth.
Yeah, I think he should be over there finishing up.
Like he just
Hopefully, unless he's going tonight. He didn't really tell me what time today.
they're
So,
very angry.
but I don't know if he's over there now or he's going tonight. He's kind of
In a lab, and his
he lives on the edge of his seat, but he typically gets stuff done for me.
Character.
We had him on the podcast
Say-
when he was on the run.
Same guy, yeah, the same guy that you saw over at Pelican.
He was running from where was he? Costa Rica? Is that where he was? Belize. So when he was running,
Yeah, I mean he's got another appointment over there today, so he. Yeah,
an online account that was still
I think so. I don't know what.
like super sophisticated.
Yeah.
The best meth. Like a super genius
Yeah.
cooking meth.
Hey, fuck it, whatever.
Like he was making like a wide range of drugs.
It's something with his baby mama and all the things, and he's going through,
Who
you know, that shit.
and like interviewed him in Belize.
I try to, they try and talk to me. I try and stay out of their personal business, and I don't want to,
He was quite terrified. So like
they sometimes they get to talking, man. They think I'm
you would play Russian roulette with
their
Therapist?
therapist, yeah. And I'm like, all right, yeah.
and they spin the chamber, and clearly he had like some
Actually,
tricks to in a way that he knows.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I sometimes I need a therapist just dealing with your asses.
So according to this reporter, when he went to visit McAfee in Belize, McAfee took out the revolver, put a bullet.
Yep.
Spun it.
So I did talk to my crew over at 67, by the way, about that date for the front door.
Click.
His goal is actually to be finished by then, man. So,
Bang.
you know, they don't have any problem going back and doing the door. So if we are done by then or whatever, you know, they'll always go back. They'll go back and take care of that door. So don't worry about it.
Yes.
Yeah,
De Niro and Chris Walken. This was the greatest scenes in any movie ever. I remember watching that scene just like falling in my seat.
There's literally the whole, that was like the scene store, all the other work, like,
And created brilliant antivirus software.
Yeah. He may have made some of the devices too.
You think so?
So you saying, of course, they didn't like that one, huh?
A bunch of government organizations.
I know they will.
Was, yeah. So that he could like, pay attention to what he was doing. Yeah.
So I went with,
He would be a guy that would be like, this guy is
Yeah.
when I was out.
He probably had sensitive information.
Alrighty.
for sure he did.
I mean, I found out from this.
It'd be nice if we're
I feel like if somebody's not harming,
Play by ear.
thrown in. Yeah. Weird.
there is some suggestion that Cappy,
I found out yesterday that 32nd Avenue house probably should. A month ago, that change order shit.
Seems like he probably did.
30-second. Oh yeah, weren't we talking about? You said it was finally on the market or something, or it's finally being looked
Yeah,
at.
it's on the market. We got a
It's not a
contract.
zero possibility.
We found some. Right. Someone made a comment about termites. I have my termite people out there.
Man, playing Russian.
And
Like, why kill your
we're not
fucking
fighting any termites right now.
Somebody
But
killed your dog.
it's
You really want to kill them.
heat season activity in the attic. That's great.
John Wick.
I had them go out.
Squirrel thing is
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday.
in New York thing.
So yeah, the whole squirrel thing is that
Yeah, small team.
supposedly land of the free, and the
Jesus Christ, man, boy, you look around that house, brother. You'll be in that house for fucking another year.
and then if you're execute them,
have like
do that to your pets.
30 items.
What do you do?
Oh my god.
That she's asking for us.
It's not like you're oh, that's so crazy. How can you make that connection? But it's that's
No,
why would you kill that cute little a pet trained from the time it was a baby?
Yeah.
If you see the interaction that guy has with that squirrel,
What's funny is like
it's really
they
cute.
did their inspection when
There's,
pest
it was just
the rodent
obviously
shit
a
got
blunt
cleaned up, and it wasn't even on the
squirrel.
inspection.
And raccoon too.
Illicit shit.
And doing no harm. And the government comes in,
Yes.
takes his pets.
Always personal preference most of the time.
You know, I think this should really get people out there.
That's why I've always said I don't understand Wedgwood, how they drop all this money into these houses, man, and then
He wants to. He just wants.
just market value that bitch and keep it moving, man.
They also. They're like
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how.
And they kill his dog.
Like a little calculator.
Yeah.
Little puppy, and the puppy was his ex-wife
Huh.
when she died of cancer.
Okay, well,
That's revenge.
they must have got that house for dirt cheap then, huh?
They shouldn't have killed.
Yeah, they fucked up, and they shouldn't have killed that squirrel.
They should have killed that buddy. That's good. I mean, it's like how many cases have we not heard about? You know.
Oh, look at that little guy. Clearly had a love relationship with that guy. He would hop all over him, on him. I mean, that was his pet. That squirrel thought of that man as his,
That's good.
as his companion.
Yes.
Well, I guess from what you're telling me, I guess I'll end up seeing another scope for that house shortly, huh?
The argument for freedom.
I'll probably have
A bunch of people with tigers.
if it's like electric and AC, I usually just have my guys get electric. It's like relatively small shit.
Right.
Maybe the ray gun. No.
Crocodile.
Okay.
It's like stupid shit.
Imagine.
Just it's like something.
Chimps will eat your face.
They will fuck you.
You guys did, or
The thing is, they don't even kill you. They just cripple you. Chimps don't even kill people.
Yeah.
Which is really weird. They just bite your hands off and bite your dick off and tear your face apart.
Yes.
the only
They
thing I
want to
saw
leave you.
was
They
like,
can kill you easily, but chimps
Yeah.
want to punch you in the head until you're dead. It wouldn't take long, but they don't kill you. They just rip you apart.
Yeah.
And you can have a chimp.
Yeah.
Well, you used to be able to have a chimp in a lot of states, and then Chimp Crazy kind of exposed it.
Ready?
Peter did a great job of stopping people from keeping chimps.
Works for me.
Because once they hit like 5,
Yeah.
you can't control them anymore.
What's obviously totally understandable.
Wouldn't hurt my feelings if I didn't have to see that house again.
Obviously, a squirrel or a raccoon or not.
Squirrels are fucking everywhere. That's what's so crazy. Like, why can't you have it in the house? What kind of rules are we dealing with? You have rats everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, they're allowing.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all that should be left is just reinstalling that tub and sealing it up. Yeah, no, everything should be good. I think the only thing I asked him to do is just make sure those echelon plates on the shower rods, shower arms, are caulked when he goes back. So I think he's just got to do that too. Other than that, yeah, it's a tub and then just caulking those plates for the shower arms. I guess no one's there, or else you would have said he's there. So.
I don't understand. It seems to me that in a lot of the world, all that guy would have to do is say, why don't you see the squirrel? Look, he hops on me, he eats, he sleeps. I can keep a gerbil, but I can't keep a squirrel. I can have a guinea pig, I can have a squirrel. I can have a chinchilla.
It'd be nice if when that house is fucking out of my hair too. Jesus Christ, can't get rid of that house.
Can't have a squirrel.
shower, back up.
Wow.
Shit, you know what? I forgot about that shower glass.
Find
That tile guy was.
brutal to each other. They throw each other out of trees, which is one of the reasons why squirrels like 30 feet just kind of bounce off the ground. It's like it's a natural because squirrels.
Yeah, I think my tile guy, he was kind of reluctant to mess with the glass. Like, I almost couldn't get him to fucking demo the glass off of there.
And
So I think he's...
that seems to be a man.
I can probably get him to do that.
One female's just running away. Like, that's what
Shit, I forgot all about that glass, man. That's my fault.
all the males chasing each other around trees, literally throwing each other off trees to try to like. So this poor little squirrel who used to live with a guy in an apartment, like gets out there in the wild world.
Fair enough, at least you have a chance.
At least he has a chance. But how about just leave him with the guy?
Yeah, leave with the guy, for sure.
What the fuck is wrong?
Follow up with him on that one.
Any sense?
Yeah, and then Dad until of course, the last that squirrel got killed. Which is,
But
yeah.
Yep.
Squirrel has an ideology. It's a cute little fluffy squirrel.
Exactly.
Well, it's
So,
a nice symbol because most like reasonable, compassionate people think that's terrible, and most people who have
Yeah,
pets
exactly.
think it's terrible.
Terrible. So I don't know. I mean, I'm like, I hope people just go out there and vote for Peanut, man. Nothing else. Nothing else. Just vote for Peanut.
They've done such a job of painting Trump as a monster. You know, they've taken the worst things that he's ever said and and he's not a perfect person, but guess what? No one's a perfect person. They don't exist. This purity test, like, if Obama was a perfect person, he wouldn't be lying.
hey, go ahead, Mills.
That, very fine people hoax.
Just dealing with some bullshit.
Gonna be a perfect person, but that they didn't understand about Trump is he's so
Moving along, man. He's got some he's got like 14 sheets of drywall up, so they're moving on the drywall put back already.
I am the you'll never do.
Coco, yeah. So
Okay, motherfucker. Like,
that's Spencer, yeah. He's got him there, another guy named Jaden, which is actually the lead on that job, so and then I think he had a couple more guys there today.
Wise corresponds to me. You're there in support, actually.
Well, Spencer's like really like wants to be with us, man. Like every time I talk to him, he's like, man, I'm in this for the long haul. I'm like, good.
And
Keep up the fucking point, keep it up and you'll be there.
sitting there, I'm like,
He told me yesterday, he's like, yeah, man, I got two more crews
because of, right?
that I can put on jobs, so I'm like, all right, we'll see.
It was all Trump was at the head of a lot.
Yep.
Online. That Obama's birth certificate was forged. That he's actually from Kenya.
Yeah, I talked to him about the. He should have a spot of the floor done for you by then, so you can look at it. Yeah.
Like something from college that he was from Kenya.
Yeah.
Just be, people print things wrong all the time. Doesn't mean he's actually from Kenya. But Trump was one of those guys that was like spreading that supposedly false rumor.
Yeah. This is the kind of thing where I want to just go.
I don't know exactly how they're going to do it, but I would assume, I haven't really got to that point with seeing what they're going to do about that, but he's probably going to float everything just to...
Very deeply. And so I think he could probably be influenced by a bunch of people, like these Marjorie Taylor Greene type people who come to him with some wild ass theory.
Sure.
He might be, and I think there's a lot of
Well, essentially is concrete.
people on purpose
So
that they'll say
basically, yeah, like a top coat. Yeah.
and I think
I would think I'll get with them. I just didn't ask that question yet because they're not there, but
video and they believe
yeah.
Yeah, well, but on
Right.
I was there, and the degree to which they attacked Trump in that.
Yeah, I'm for sure. I told him about like the house we looked at over there, like your neighbor, and I'm like, it's gonna come out better than that. Dude.
I think like sort of a passing joke,
I mean, every time I've asked him about it, because I told him, I'm like, look, man, I got other quotes and I got professional. He's like, no, man, trust me, you're gonna like it. Like, they sent us pictures of their work, so. I'm the same. I'm kind of the same at this moment. Excited but nervous.
what else made out of that, because that's the kind of guy that you tell him he's gonna do something.
Yeah, I spoke to him yesterday for a while when I was on site. and talked to him about all those photos I sent and everything. And we talked about the doors. I got to get 3 doors reordered. I had Jake do that. They sent the fucking screen door came in broke. That's why I have these guys go get the shit, man. This happens every fucking time.
Even though
So I had to get with Shayna. I got to reorder those doors, like 3 of the doors, the screen door. Oh, and by the way, on the screen door, I just got white again, man. They sent black before. You got white there now, so I just told her to get white.
Most people would have just like this.
Yeah, so Giuseppe's cool. He's good.
He's like, all right.
He had some questions about the
Digs his fucking heels in and keeps going.
the cabinet, so I answered those questions with the spacers and the footers and all the things. So yeah.
Most people would have been humiliated. He got angry. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's coming out good. Like, he just had some paint. He was aware of the paint, touch-ups and stuff, so he seems like he's on point with all that. That front area, like, just like, I don't know if you saw my photos, but where he had his cuts for the drywall, you can kind of see where that paint is.
That they ragged on.
I think it's just certain light, like when that light comes in. So, I mean, I'm having them touch that up, but once, it depends on the light. You really probably won't be able to tell at the end of the day, depending on how that light shines in there,
Guys, that whole thing is big.
Yeah.
Most people dismissing it as being a ridiculous conspiracy theory. So
Yeah, I think by the time you get there next week, he'll have it a lot further, and then you can just kind of give me your feedback and just let me know if there's anything you see, and I'll tell him to grab it.
Anyway, I'll tell you what's
All right, Mills.
But I've watched the original source material, and I think a few jokes were fine. It's like, but it's like he shouldn't be it felt like he was the primary object of the roast.
Yeah.
Which is that's not the whole point of the thing is it's a roast of the president, not a roast of the audience.
The thing about it is like he's easy to roast.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, Obama was like loved and cherished by the left.
Yes.
And most of those people are on the left. There's only so far you can push.
Jesus
You can't have
fucking Christ.
Classic like X23. X23. Got a secret I've been keeping my life, but I don't think I wanna tell you about it. And even 20 fell asleep is on my mind. Pop a cap, take a pill, numb it all. Better pop a beat out that I'm feeling just fine. Like a record, repeating all the same lines. Balancing on a beam, see the ring up between my emotions. I can fall any moment, matter racing at a railroad. Elevated to see if I can find a go. Fever sweating like the rain on the windows. In the hell, I keep it down on the way home. Burning blunt, dodger turns, so I don't let them know. Lost a man, feeling it, sickening, and still I've been thinking about you. Tied to the bed, skin is like cinnamon. Still I've been thinking about you and how you said it. I learned to love myself around the way I feel when I let it all go. Let it follow me home. Watch it swallow me whole. Then you come from, tell me all I know. I learned to love myself around the way I feel when I let it all go. Let it follow me home. Watch it swallow me whole. Then you come from, tell me something like creeping low, taking hold, never letting go. Feel it all in my bones, it won't let me go. When it's cold, you should know I won't let you go. Tell me slow, where it goes, never let it go. Never thought I'd want to look past the rose-colored glass door. Feels like a mask of woe. Never knew I'd want to get past the storm coming faster. You're always waiting for me. Elevated just to see if I can find a go. Fever sweating like the rain on the windows. Never seen a pot of gold or a rainbow. Summer night full of stars out of sight. There we go. Silly boy from Peach, great and gently. Always wanted to be the next gentle. He started taking it to my lips, struck gently. Running into the control me mentally. Lost a man, feeling it, sickening. Still I've been thinking about you. Tied to the bed, skin is like cinnamon. Still I've been thinking about you and how you said it. I learned to love myself around the way I feel when I let it all go. Let it follow me home. Watch it swallow me whole. Then you coming from, tell me all you know. I've learned to love myself around the way I feel when I let it all go. Let it follow me home. Watch it swallow me whole. Then you coming from, tell me something like creeping low, taking hold, never letting go. Feel it all in my bones, it won't let me go. When it's cold, you should know I won't let you go. Tell me slow, where it goes, never let it go. Here we go again. I've seen it all before, but this time's feeling real. Won't let you down. That look in your eyes got me thinking you really got it this time. How could I have doubted you here? My thoughts scaring me. Open up my eyes and see they ain't got a hold on me. Right where we ought to be. My thoughts scaring me. Open up my eyes and see they ain't got a hold on me. Right where we ought to be. Hey, oh, no hold on me. Hey, oh. Talking to myself, I got the best ideas. They kinda freak me out though, but it's okay. Getting out of my own way, we'll be okay. 'Cause everything always works out for me. Yeah. My thoughts scaring me. Open up my eyes and see they ain't got a hold on me. Right where we ought to be. My thoughts scaring me. Open up my eyes and see they ain't got a hold on me. Right where we ought to be. Hey, oh, no hold on me. Hey, oh. Took away my soul, threw kerosene all on the coal and lit a match, babe. I tried to reason, did the most.
most, but pocket aces never fold. You pick the time and place and show that you would not cave. You can't keep hiding, hiding behind the silence. I get caught in your violence, violence know you too well. There's no more fighting, fighting, so don't we're trying, trying. I can't keep lying, lying right to myself. I've seen better days, I'm in a world I can't escape. Took me down a path I hate and left me broken. And you know you won't change, forever stuck up in your ways. When it burned the bricks we made, you tore it all down. Oh, 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 oh. We see better days. I lost that time, I can't get back. I lost it all, matter of fact. I wasted every second you were on my mind, babe. That's trauma that you can't unpack. The feeling so much worse than that. I gave the world and you just laughed without a smile, babe. You can't keep hiding, hiding behind the silence. I get caught in your violence, violence know you too well. There's no more fighting, fighting, so don't we're trying, trying. I can't keep lying, lying right to myself. I've seen better days, I'm in a world I can't escape. Took me down a path I hate and left me broken. And you know you won't change, forever stuck up in your ways. When it burned the bricks we made, you tore it all down. Oh, 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 oh. We see better days.
Got your friends jealous, they all wanna hang. Got my eyes on the prize, nothing's gonna change. Got a pocket full of cash, ready to ride. Gonna light this place up, I won't be denied. If I pull up in my drip, then you know who I am. Versace glasses in my bag, catch me up on the gram. These haters know I can handle my share. It's time to get my door in chips. 100 stacks on my way. Take a spin on my ride, we'll just call it a test. You ain't worth many, Hana, just McDonald's and sex. Watch the world fly by, tick a tock on my wrist. Time running off the clock, ain't worth a second bump. Take a shot of something strong, see what I can become. 100 stacks on my ride, grinding all night long. Sands on my lap, don't know what I've done. I'm at the top, and I get the job done. Got racks on racks, I don't care what you say. Things always go my way. Got racks on racks, I don't care what you say. Things always go my way. 100 stacks on my way, grinding all night long. Sands on my lap, don't know what I've done. I'm at the top, and I get the job done. Got racks on racks, I don't care what you say. want you to see me at my worst. I don't want you to know what I had to do to make this all happen for us. I don't want you, no, I don't want you to sell yourself to the devil like I had to. Gave up a part of me just so I could keep my heart going at a steady pace, so I could keep waking up in the morning even though I got no sleep. I don't want you to know who I really am. I don't want you to witness. I don't need you to get in my way. I don't need you looking for reasons to always complain about everything I do. All this regret inside me is worth all my revenue. Sold all my possessions just to be with you. Gave up a part of me just so I can keep my heart going at a steady pace, so I can keep running this marathon even though I cannot breathe. I don't want you to know who I really am. I don't need you to witness what I've become. I don't want you. I don't need you to witness what I've become. I don't have you to help me when I'm down. I don't have you thinking about me when I'm stranded here feeling all alone. Maybe this is the feeling of trying to atone for auctioning off my happiness to let you go. Giving up a part of me so I can keep my heart going at a steady pace, so I can keep the toxins from entering my chest as they try to see through. I don't want you. I don't need you. I don't have you to witness what I've become. Chasing you is like chasing